Burned a little bit though.
A little nubba action. That is the opening of this podcast. Welcome. It's Wine Wednesday.
I was about to talk about my nipples.
And you just did. So thank you for that. Continue sharing. So we're on the topic of nudes, but not the type of nudes you would think. We're talking about nudes, as in noodle nudes. Please, explain it. Diplomat.
So you call. No, you have to restart it.
We'll
Avoid names. I say we avoid names.
Lawyer.
No, she's
Diplomat.
And then like
30 years later, and they're like, ooh.
Don't worry.
You're gonna voice.
We'll zoom in the hands.
That's fine. So okay, I don't want to explain this.
See,
you think
you
of-
can't do it now because
I'll try.
Okay.
You think of noodles like pasta, pho, like all the good stuff, chow mein, as nudes because they're nudes. But nudes are also like the naked pig. Imagine if your nudes that you receive from like your girl is her as a noodle, and she's like,
I think you need to clarify though that this whole premise is based on the fact that she is the noodle.
she's the noodle.
She is the noodle.
She's the nude.
She's the full embodiment of a noodle.
She's the nude because she's in the nude, but she's acting as the nude. So picture this. She's in the bath.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And the bath is
actually
the
just
bowl.
tomato
the bath
sauce.
is the bowl.
The bath is the bowl.
And there's bok choy, there's carrots, there's celery.
So, but here's my
What
issue.
sprouts?
What are you eating?
You're
Like a
going
bok
to the.
choy, like a
you
pho.
noodles are some of the most versatile.
Thank you.
They are.
I will say.
Like
But
chicken
imagine-
noodle soup.
You get that
Pad
kind
Thai,
of
like
Just
a lot of things
a
you
drumstick here, a
Thank
chicken
you.
thigh there.
But you get like the most creative nudes while she's as the nude.
Okay, so what are we limiting to
Wait, what is
the
your
expense
name?
budget?
What is your name for this?
My name is I'm Brady.
Oh, you're you?
I'm
You're
you.
adding it? Okay.
But what?
What's
Okay.
the name of the podcast?
What? This is On the Grass podcast. I'm the only one on the floor gang. Oh. But
That's where that came
let's get this back to my point of view. How much are we spending on a nude here? Because you gotta buy the bok
I knew
choy.
about money, and
My
I was
brain went
like,
to where you-
Well,
whoa.
here's the thing. I would absolutely,
Enjoy your 90-day free trial.
enjoy, a nude
OnlyFans
But that's
with,
that's
Braden.
with a.
nudes regardless of bok choy, carrots. Just send me a titty
My
pic.
interest-
Why
I
are you
would
going
ask-
to all through this
But
trouble?
don't you want the
best news you've ever
creativity?
received.
Creativity, you can do
Without
that without
identifying
carrots.
the
You can
woman.
do that without going to the grocery
You're
store.
clearly not
and
a girl
spending
taking
money.
a nude. It's hard to get creative.
But like,
Honestly,
okay,
you're sending it to the frozen.
Yeah.
You know, you're getting input.
That's
I'm
actually true.
telling you, like, as a guy, like, one tit is more than enough.
Oh my god.
A little
that's
side
not.
boob,
Are
a
you
little side
joking?
boob, that's hot. You
Okay.
don't need to go in a bathtub, put some carrots in there.
But
That
how
is so
funny
much
would
work.
that be?
That's
though?
funny.
That's funny, but how many times are you gonna do that?
Like
how
not
much
every time.
how much money are you gonna spend
Oh
on
my
this
God.
one nude?
A carrot is not gonna break
Well, when
the
a
bank.
team effort.
No, it won't.
When it's
We're
a
gonna
team
go
effort.
home.
But what? $20? Are you
Okay,
selling
let's say,
this?
Let's say.
Are you making any money off this?
Let's say you're.
You're wasting
you're
carrots.
Going for
I'm more
hot
concerned with
grocery.
waste of food.
Maybe you eat the carrots after. Maybe you're a clean bitch and you eat the carrots after.
Please don't eat.
You just sit in the tub with the carrots and
Hey, if you're clean.
you just let them boil. You just go like,
Water.
yum,
Exactly.
yummy.
Don't tell me that if you've dropped a grape
Instant
in the bath, you're
noodles?
not gonna eat it.
Bath snacks.
That's
Okay, my roommate thinks
A
I'm
bath
crazy for bringing bath snacks. I think junior chickens are the best bath snacks
What?
ever invented.
Okay, I have to be honest. I'm not a big bath girl.
Oh, I am.
I just get bored.
Drunk me,
Well-
I almost said my name. Drunk me loves baths.
Really.
I wake up and I'm like, what's in the bathtub? And it's lettuce from the junior chicken. I know.
Well, at least it's cooked.
Okay, but also
You can easily just
Next
take
time I'm
some.
gonna turn it into a little
nude.
piggy pig.
a little
little-
nude.
Wait, so actually,
Junior
good,
chicken there,
good
a little
point.
bit double there.
good point. Do you stock up
on.
on nudes?
Oh, before we send them?
So if
Are
you
we
get
talking noodles or the nudes?
the noodle.
You're asking if we
nudes.
recycle.
Do we
Well,
recycle
do you
nudes?
stock up? Do you go to the grocery store? You spend $15, $20,
Oh,
Oh my god, you're
and
actually
then
asking
do you
about
stock up on
noodles.
these
See,
nudes
here's the thing
of
though,
noodles?
Brayden,
Can't
is,
say I've
and you
done
would
it.
know
I
this
thought
if
we
you listen to
suddenly
Call Her
got
Daddy, is
real
that
here.
you can tell when a picture was taken.
So you
Can you though? Like, you
screenshot
got
it.
Yes,
newspapers
you can.
up there and everything? Like,
You just have to download it, and if I sent you a nude
An
and
old
you
nude.
saved it to your camera roll, it would save to the date when I took it.
Yeah.
really?
Which
Yeah.
means
I'm gonna
if
be honest
you
with you.
did that and looked back,
You'd be like, why can't I find
Me
this
personally?
picture? And it's like
Um,
3 years ago?
I'm gonna be honest, apparently, time can, or not time, anyway,
I
evidence
told you.
shows
I
that
was
guys,
asking,
when
do
they
you
get a
want me to
nude,
send
their
you
first
nudes? And
reaction
I sent them
isn't,
to you.
hey, let me save this so I can see what date it was actually taken.
No, but
It's,
you're
Oh,
gonna
great,
save it.
titties.
Okay,
Correct.
okay. I have a question then. When guys get a nude, do you honestly not care what it looks like as long as you're seeing the goods?
There's gotta be, well,
Because
No,
like
share your opinion.
there needs to be a, it needs to
Yes,
be.
I need apricots. I need carrots.
seriously.
If there's not bok choy, I'm not interested.
I'm done. I'm out. You're getting R bombed. You're getting
Hey,
ghosted.
You know what? Blocked. You want the noodles, and then you get the nudes. Fuck. No, but
You
seriously.
answer the woman's question.
I mean, I feel
I
like
can't use your name. I'm so sorry.
Answer the woman.
If-
You already did.
if you
Yeah, I know, but he's gonna bleep it out.
Okay.
if you like if you think you look good in the mirror, you know, little side pic, whatever your pose is, I think if you think it looks good, I think you would think it looks good. And it's not like you're sending one nude for your whole lifetime, right? I've
Well,
sent
and
more than one
realistically,
nude.
porn exists, so no matter what you like, do you know what I'm saying?
You know what looks
So-
good.
I agree there. It's the act of sending it to me.
It's
It's
not
because
like,
Yeah,
oh my
you're
god,
saying
look
the
at my
intimacy of,
body.
hey,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about you.
You could
This
find
is for you.
millions
Yeah.
Like,
of naked
that's-
women on the internet.
Exactly. If I wanted to
True.
see a titty, I could find a titty.
Yes,
I
exactly.
could ask Google
Like-
for one.
I could ask Google. But like, I don't know. Like as a girl, we send our nudes to each other before
Yes.
they ever reach your phones.
I
I've
didn't-
Wow.
specifically
I didn't know that.
gotten
Whoa.
like I remember that so.
It was
Once I sent them to our friend in Scotland too.
Oh.
Yeah, I did that
okay.
quite a bit.
Gotcha. Yeah, we need like everyone's approval before,
Very interesting.
or
That's
like
how
you
it
need
works.
input.
I will say I do not
This is
send
very
my
icky.
photos to my friends
I
for approval.
Okay, but it's also so different. Girls don't love an unsolicited dick pic either.
No.
Well,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
I to this day I've
You
never
do?
sent- I have no.
Yeah,
to this
I
day
know,
I've
that's
never
You love
sent a
dick pics?
pic.
That's why
I have never sent a
boring,
dick pic. Yeah, I
not
know.
fun.
I'm sorry. Disappointing.
One-sided.
Well, yeah, but like, do you also really
You hear
want
that?
to see a
So
pic of
make
you?
sure you are sending nudes both ways.
Men and
Bok
women.
Like,
choy.
I'm not gonna
Strategically.
send you anything else.
Carrots.
Just like
Although, okay, I will say for guys, I don't need like a screenshot in your pants, but like a tasteful like you're in your boxers and like I can see a
There's
little.
something
Like that's
going
okay.
on.
Yeah. You
It's
don't
like
need to,
not the
like-
thing, but it's like you can
It's
you can
like-
kind of picture what's under,
Exactly.
what's
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
next.
That's where the creativity comes in. The culinary.
The bok choy.
Carrots, the bok choy.
The bok choy.
The garlic
A strategically
plus.
placed eggplant, if you
What?
There you go.
I've gotten a couple of
What about
those
you
from
at home?
someone,
Eggplant? What?
like the
A
emoji,
Oh.
eggplant emoji.
Oh, okay. I was like.
I think I have it on here.
Oh my god.
Maybe I'll throw it up.
I don't know if that's
That'll be the title or the
This
artwork
is
for this.
so
podcast.
Yes.
goddamn oaky.
You like this one? I like this one. I've had this one
I
once
don't know
before.
if I like it.
This one's a Sauvignon Blanc.
Yes.
Sauvignon
Oh.
Do you know what-
Blanc.
Voulez-vous essayer?
Ouais?
Oh my
Don't chug
god.
it.
That's
Just
so
there's
good.
plenty.
Salami.
There will be some when
It
you're
smells
done.
like salami.
It smells like salami.
Did you know the law school I go to has a wine club?
Shit.
I feel like every law school has a wine club.
Okay, well, I'm trying to keep it a little anonymous, even though the first episode.
Well, there you go.
Cam
Every
basically gave
law
an
school has
overview
a
of my
wine club. You'll
entire
never know
life.
what law school.
I think you kind of fucked yourself over in the first one.
I
think
person.
you. I think you. Well, your name was spoken quite a few times, but
Yes,
I
but
think
you're
it's a
gonna blur it
statement.
out.
Yes, of course. I will send it to you before.
I'm the lawyer.
Yes,
Oh,
lawyer.
Well, actually, not really. Don't sue.
Lawyer.
My,
That's the voice clip. Every time someone says your name, lawyer.
Huh.
My fear with this whole thing is like when Trudeau was taking that picture.
Right?
Where's pictures?
He
Where's the
wasn't
picture
like-
though? There's no pictures.
No one was like, "Hey, you're in blackface. Let me take this picture of you." It was a friend who took a picture, who posted it somewhere, who got all the way through news like outlets, and then
Yeah.
suddenly shit hit the fan, and it was a big deal.
And he's still prime minister.
He's still prime minister,
Yeah,
but
but he's a man. We're not gonna have that same.
Are
luxury.
you? What are you saying? Oh,
another thing,
oh,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Okay,
Okay, but
Sunday.
also.
Okay. Welcome to the matriarchy. Please. Okay, so we were discussing earlier. I think there was a few words that you can't say in Parliament, but in fact, you could call a woman a slut. Was that true?
I want to find the
Yeah.
feed. It was literally examples of like
So you can't call someone a liar
or a racist.
or a racist,
Or coming into the world by accident.
but
But
you can
you
call
could-
them.
in the House of Commons,
You can call them a slut.
You can call them a slut.
And someone with
And-
loose morals.
And loose morals, and he called her baby, and she straight up was like, "I'm not your baby. I'm nobody's baby. Don't speak to me like that in the house." And I was like, "Ugh."
Did that slide? What happened to
Speaker
the?
did
And nothing-
literally
nothing.
nothing.
So this is why we need female speakers of the house. Has
Yes.
there been a female speaker of the house?
There's female chairs for committees,
Yeah,
but there's
not a
no
speaker.
female speaker.
Yeah, there's been no female speaker yet.
At least not to the best of my knowledge.
Yeah, me neither. Someone
But-
correct us if we're wrong, but I don't think there's been a female speaker.
Get a fact check in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey Google, has there been a female speaker of the House of Commons of Canada?
According to Wikipedia, Scheer was the youngest speaker in Canadian history. On
Google.
December 2nd,
Scheer?
2015, Jeff
Andrew
Davis
Scheer.
elected
He was speaker?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's the?
All right, so
Gaston Raton-C, a conservative
Canada needs to kind of work on their things.
Oh,
I think everybody needs to work on their things, but top down. If it's not being executed at the highest point of,
Bringing
like, if you
back
can't
snacks.
speak about it,
I don't know if that's nice.
Andrew Scheer went to Queens.
What?
What'd you say?
She said it tastes like cheese.
Oh, it tastes like cheese. I heard Scheer went to Queens.
Okay, sorry, but quickly also, I don't, like, none of this, this isn't blackface. This isn't, like,
No,
I'm not
This is-
ashamed of the things that I'm saying.
yeah, no.
But at the same time, we will be judged so much harsher for what we are saying.
And the thing is, when so the example
Should
that I was trying
you
to
be?
get across, when
I
Trudeau
didn't
did that
No.
costume, he wasn't like, "This is blackface. This is offensive."
Yeah.
At the time, it was fun. It was humorous. It was this. Now it's ignorant. It's unacceptable, and to like, yes, it is.
But I think
Diplomat.
His point is that openly talking about sex or joking about sex like that in like a way that's, I guess, to the best of our knowledge, not harming anyone. But I do see your point. Like, hopefully, we keep going in a direction where women can talk about sex, and that's not something that you are shamed for.
I also think if you can't talk about it, you shouldn't be doing it. Like,
That's a whole other thing. Like,
Yeah, that's.
seriously,
Facts.
like if you can't articulate your feelings, your concerns, or like even just like
Yeah, it's like the whole if you think sex is gross, then you should have sex.
but not even just that. But
Everybody's still having sex though.
they're cold.
Hey, but you can't have sex. Only I can have sex and talk about it. That's how it is right now. And I think that's how kind of the world works. It's like these people top down, they're telling people you can't do this,
They're cold.
but they do the same thing.
You
example,
Never try to get me to go another day and
example.
Example?
know? That's pretty nice.
I don't know. I'll go with Trump. Like, this guy is the worst guy I've ever known, and he's done so many things wrong and been exposed. But look where he is. Still the same spot.
Stormy Daniels scandal.
I was on top of that. Like, what was it? 21 women have like in court stated that he has sexually assaulted them of some kind or shape or form. Like, and the fact that he's still president is
Yeah.
unacceptable.
Kevin Spacey. What happened to him?
Yeah,
Fired.
disappeared off the face
Done.
of the planet.
What was
Trump,
I saw this
still there.
Day.
It's
It
money,
was like
it's
one
power.
officer says something, and suddenly it's true. 50 women accuse a man, and he's probably innocent. Like it was very. I'm not articulating it properly, but it was very much like why the fuck is there such a double standard that you can have 50 accounts of sexual assault, rape, harassment, whatever.
But it's about the way our justice system is designed, and I have some very interesting opinions on that. And in law school, here's what I'll ask you. And I want to take this out of the context of sexual assault because that's a very emotionally charged subject. Let's say it's theft. Someone has stolen a bottle of wine. Is it better to send one innocent person to jail and to deprive them of their freedom? Or so basically, would you rather send one innocent person to jail and deprive them of their freedom, or let 5 guilty people go free? Because our criminal justice system is tilted, right, like beyond a reasonable doubt, right? It's very high standard for criminal like convictions, beyond a reasonable doubt. And it's tilted that way because the way our justice system was built has behind it the idea that it is better to let 5 guilty people go free than to let one innocent person be imprisoned. So that's that, but that is I'm not passing value judgment on it. I'm just saying that was the like theory behind the way our justice system was built. And now with something like sexual assault, that becomes really, really difficult, right? It becomes really hard to stomach. As a woman, I understand how that's hard to stomach, right?
But even with anything.
But then when like,
I also think it's not like we're the states in the sense that we don't have the death penalty. Because one innocent person, we don't anymore. That's what I mean. Having one innocent person go to prison and 5 guilty people go free, that's what I'm saying. Is that you don't, it's not like that one innocent person who is going to prison is now facing the death penalty. They are facing however many odd years for the crime that they're being convicted of.
To deprive someone of their liberty?
Yeah, incorrectly
falsely
convicted
convict someone?
Incorrectly, no, I know.
That's what it's hard, right? There's a lot of competing values, and I'm just saying that's the way our Canadian justice system was set up. That it was set up to let guilty people go free rather than wrongfully imprison someone who is innocent. And that's why we have the beyond a reasonable doubt standard, even for things like sexual assault.
And I think even
for
past
the criminal
that,
justice system, we work on balanced probabilities for civil justice.
I think beyond that, it needs to be more a rehabilitation process
Throw out the entire thing.
Exactly, like the whole system is a little messed up.
This shit is old. This is old heads that made up a system that benefits themselves and their friends.
But the system is based on precedent.
Let's not even talk about old systems, right? Like Indigenous justice systems are arguably older or just as old, and yet they are different. And right, like
all of it just needs to be switched.
But I'm just saying, don't call it an old system, right? Because there are lots of old systems, but we've adopted one system.
It's interesting too, not to like throw a wrench in that, but like I'm more concerned about my future career talking about this than I am about sex.
Me too. When I was talking about throwing out the justice.
But like,
all right, back to sex.
No, but you know what I mean. Like I'm more concerned talking about my position on one innocent, 5 guilty, that whole balance.
That's why I was just stating facts.
No, and I understand that, and that's a very difficult pill to swallow. But
what's this? Yeah. Anyways, we don't have to keep talking about it, but like
we could transition to the trolley cart problem.
I mean, maybe
teleology.
What?
I'm not honestly. I'm kind of confused. I'm just curious. Maybe is there some suggestion where you think we should start moving towards, or is there another way to? Is there something that we should change specifically?
With
the justice system in terms of.
There's a lot.
1 point.
I have focused on rehabilitation instead of punishment.
Yeah. Access to justice.
Yeah.
My biggest thing, it's why I volunteer at CLS, and all of it is access to justice. We have a justice system that is so impossible for people to navigate, especially people who are poor. Like barely anyone can afford a lawyer.
Everyone deserves
even
a proper
a first-year
defense.
associate. Like a baby lawyer will cost you $300 an hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
How? A good lawyer is going to cost you $400, $500, $600, up to $800 an hour, probably if they're a partner of a firm. Like, right, like that's only corporations can afford to pay that. But so
Even
that's
pro
why
bono
access
work.
to justice and like legal clinics are so important, because and the justice system is broken. That's what you learn in law school.
Yeah.
That's what our profs tell us. And it's not a secret. It is so broken.
Could you take a system similar to universal healthcare and apply it to the justice system?
I think that'd be a really interesting idea.
Has that ever been explored? I've just been thinking, like, in the States, the healthcare program is unattainable to most, if not many, of the population.
It's an interesting idea. I would say
Or what if it was
I would
subsidized?
say healthcare is really important, right? And everyone needs healthcare. But I think this might be controversial, but I think law is bigger than healthcare. I think law encompasses more than healthcare. Law is, but it's true. It's everything from criminal justice to right? Because corporations are going to hire lawyers, right?
Yes.
Corporations are going to get sued, and
Similarly-
corporations can pay more for a lawyer. Like, you can government subsidize lawyers, but corporations are always going to be able to pay.
Well, exactly. Similarly, in healthcare situation, like if you're a corporation, if you're up in that 1%,
You
But
can
I'm
you
not
don't
talking
need that
about,
subsidy.
I'm not talking about
You
the
can
individual.
buy-
I'm not talking about someone who's CEO of a company and has a lot of individual wealth. I'm
Yes.
talking about the collective wealth of
And as am I. Like, if you are an individual in a case, what if you could get a lawyer that was subsidized from the government? So you're paying for
Well, hold on.
20%.
The reading of the rights, did they not say if you can't afford a lawyer, one will be provided to you?
I don't know.
I know, but that's what I'm
American.
saying is the states. That is if you can't afford them, if you can't afford one is provided to you, and that's what I'm saying. It's the states, but
think you're
why
getting the
can
crop.
we not? Well, I know that, but
But actually,
I think
not.
it's a
There are
very-
a lot of there are a lot of incredibly smart, dedicated people who devote their life to access to justice and working for legal aid.
yeah.
I think
pro
legal
bono
aid
work.
lawyers aren't bad lawyers, and I think we do a disservice to people who do that work to think of them like that.
I agree though that I think that it could be similar to the healthcare system in the sense that everyone should have access to it if there is the need for it. I think like I get
But that-
where you're
But
coming
that
from.
exists. That's legal
No,
aid.
I know, but in a much more
I don't
accessible.
know. I don't know the
less-
difference. I don't know what you're talking about. Legal aid.
I was gonna say,
So
as podcasts go, this might not
Oh
be
yeah, this isn't
It's
the
accessible.
target audience.
What? This is
isn't
absolutely
podcast.
no. This is
we started
learning.
with a
Okay.
sex
This is
ed.
exactly what I want. I
Done.
want to talk to people that I don't know too much about. I don't know about either of you. But you're very much invested in the legal system, and that's something I don't know about. So hopefully there's something that comes up in this conversation that I can look back and listen on this and learn something. Somebody else can learn something. Hopefully someone hears this and be like, I'm inspired to go change the future. Like, that's what it is. What needs to be done is change. And I don't think there's a lot of people here in this world right now that want to change anything because how it currently is benefits them.
I would disagree. I think that
Okay.
you see a lot of people, not just our age and like our particular generation, but like millennials, Gen Zs, even some boomers. Like not some boomers, even boomers. You see people starting to become more adapt to change and like more readily accepting that things need to change.
Right. It
But-
seems like it's happening.
But that's
But-
also the 99%. That's not the 1%. I get what you're saying as far as like there's the 1% who like the way that the system benefits them and they don't want to change it.
Yep.
Understand that. But as far as like people
I think
not
Like,
I think a lot goes down to people's personality traits too, and whether they are open to change or like not open to change. And my favorite example to use is like my granny was born in 1936 in like rural PEI, and like I think I was in high school, and we were watching the news, and she goes, I don't see why people don't like gay people. She goes, you love who you love, and that's just what it is. And I was like, the fact that you can say that, right? Like, you are just like,
Yep.
open to change, right? But I think that's just who she is as a person. Like, she is much more willing to like grow and like question her views, and I don't know, right? But then some people aren't. So
Some people, it just also takes time. Like, I saw this thing the other day that was like, change doesn't happen in an echo chamber. Get off your Instagram. And it's like, you know what? Yeah. Like, sure, you're trying to be proactive and you're trying to send the message over social media, and like, good for you that's you care enough to do something. I get that. And if nobody cared enough, then nobody would do something. But change isn't going to happen by you posting in an echo chamber.
Yeah.
Like, we all think this, like, let's say we all have the exact same opinion, and I am telling you, like, oh, like, Black Lives Matter. That's not going to really have an effect on you guys because you all think the same thing.
Yeah.
Having hard conversations with people that might not necessarily agree with you is how you're actually going to accomplish change. Like,
whether it's family members, whether it's strangers on the street, yeah.
Literally, my dad, like, people in your tutorials, my dad is very, very Irish, very stubborn, very set in the ways that he grew up and the things that he was taught. He hated Catholics. He grew up in the Troubles. He was a Protestant, they were Catholic. They used to throw eggs at them for fun. Like, that was just, those are two white people. Like, just take that part in.
Different denomination of Christianity.
Right, you're
can't
different than
even
me,
see.
so I don't like you.
Exactly, but you can't even see that. It's not even,
Beyond the school
for
uniform,
me, yeah. And so that, there was a thing that, like, don't get me wrong, I also love my dad. He's just become much more progressive, but like, he taught my brothers, because that's where they grew up, that like, Catholics are bad. And when they came to Canada and they met my brother's older, and they met my aunt is a Catholic, and she was like, well, brother, do you hate me? And he was like, well, no, you're Aunt Rhonda, why would I hate you? And she's like, well, I'm a Catholic. And his world was shook. Like, I don't know.
I'm just thinking. Sure. I'm just thinking. I do a lot of thinking, and that's what I'm glad that we can all
Sir,
be
who
here.
just joined the conversation, would you like to? So we have a computer scientist, lawyer, and a diplomat. Would you like to use your real name? Yes. No.
Hi everyone, this is Cam the One Man.
All right. So
The rest of us are avoiding.
That's
using
my
our-
gamer
our
tag that I
names.
grew up on PS3.
Okay. Would you like to introduce a new topic?
So-
All right,
Transitive property. I'm copying you.
What?
new topic.
Okay.
I believe every single one of us have gone to QU.
QU.
QU, Queens.
Is that
Queen's
true
University.
identifiable? Is that
Gheill.
Gheill.
My friend once came for St. Patrick's Day, and somebody was like, do you go to Queens? She goes, yeah, Che-ya. She was like, fuck.
Phony.
Che-ya.
They tried though.
It's two acceptable ways.
So you say St.
What do you
Patty's?
want to talk about with Queens?
You either say Kia or Chugale.
Well, I say
Chug
Chug
Ale.
Ale because it sounds like Chug
Chugale.
Ale,
Yeah,
which is it's kind of lit. It's kind of lit.
it's more fun.
I think Queen's University has
I don't
a
know what names I can say it.
very.
Not mine.
Me and my redheaded friend. You know. Who I
Just talk about person.
Oh yeah.
We almost got Gubra.
You almost got what?
Gubra, how do you say it?
Gubra?
Tattooed on
Cabra.
us. Yeah, Gubra. That's what I kind of
Cabra?
Bra, is that a
It
Queen's
just means
thing?
like, yeah. It's
Oil
like
thyme,
oil
Oil
thyme.
thyme, Brannigan, to Brannigan, to bra, and then the rest is mumbles where I'm drinking beer
Yeah.
and dancing.
Yeah.
No, this part I don't know.
Kaya, kaya, kaya. Let's sing.
Alright,
Welcome
Okay.
to Queen's University.
Anyways, 'cause
Welcome,
it
everyone.
means
Of
basically like Queens forever.
okay.
Yeah.
We just got tattooed on us.
We
Well,
got I have the crown.
So sometimes I think about should I have gotten it? I literally had it stenciled on my body, and then we erased
We'll go
it.
get it. We'll go
So
get it
many of
this
my
summer,
friends-
and now you'll have it.
Friend,
But where? Next to the light bulb?
Yeah, side boob.
why not?
Or
But
anywhere.
the thing is, because I have things on both the side boobs, though.
Put it
I
on
have
your-
two things
Ankle,
on one side boob.
Yeah.
calf,
Alright,
I had a
but
friend
they
who put
all
it.
leg,
got it,
Yeah.
but
thigh,
they all got it in the
butt,
same place. Do you think it would look weird
tramp
next
stamp?
to the light bulb?
No, if you did it like higher
I'm the
or
queen.
like underneath, I think it'd be kind of cute.
Okay,
You
let's
can
go
do
do
it
it.
beside as well. See,
Sorry,
I always wanted
queens.
one, but then one
We're
of my
talking.
friends
No,
got
this is
it.
perfect.
One of my friends got it, and then
What?
every single one of my friends made fun of that friend for having it. For getting a crown tattoo
No,
like
the full
right here.
senders all got them
The
together.
full senders
except for
got
I
it.
didn't.
Wow, you
No,
stood out.
because you know what? That's true.
Zen.
Yes. And also, I had told myself I was not going to get another tattoo for a year.
True. It's been a year.
And
It
then
has been over a year.
Bitch, it's been a year.
Bitch, it's been a year. Let's
Bitch,
go
it's
to
been a
tattoo
year.
parlor.
our
Right now.
the central
Future
services.
tattoo.
I think they're open.
They are
They are
now.
open.
Are
They
they?
are.
But see,
Future
if
You can get a
tattoo.
haircut and a
I get
tattoo.
another tattoo, I'm going to get 5 more, which is my problem.
Then
So get
try to get one at
and
a
then
time.
set a year again.
Yeah, that's okay.
Or just fucking lean into it
Just
and get
do
a
it.
punch card,
Just
get
do
5,
it.
and the 6th one's free.
Hey.
Holy shit.
It does
Only
smell like
get
salon.
If you're a tattoo artist, hey, hit us up. We're all looking.
Yeah.
We're going to get an on the grass tattoo.
Well, speaking of designs, I just got the new logos for my business that
Oh.
were sent to me.
Plug.
Oh, are we trying to plug?
Plug.
Are we trying to plug hover.direct?
Ad break now.
I don't know. I'm gonna show you guys.
Direct.
Think of how many thumbnails you use, Kim.
Yeah.
Like, it's your DP for Twitter, Instagram, whatever, LinkedIn even. It's just gonna be a logo.
why-
Every time.
That's why I wanted to get it professionally done because I realized I
What do you think?
Display pic?
Nope.
No.
Dick
oh
pic?
No.
DP is double
No.
penetration.
Yeah, so good. And we're back on our
I
regular
love the girls'
bullshit.
cheers to that. What is this?
There you go.
They did it. They tried to do it low
Okay,
key
hold
too,
on, hold
but
on. Is this too taboo?
Cameron
Or
caught
where
it.
did we talk
No,
about
no,
sex?
we're back on our
We
bullshit.
sort of did.
we did.
On that topic, has this ever been something that you guys have ever experienced or wanted to experience?
Here we go.
No, I don't think we can talk about it.
Everybody, you are welcome to do what you want to do in this life.
Totally. Don't
Do
let
ex-
anybody. Don't let anybody.
Make
tell you
yourself happy.
that. Yeah.
Window
Did
shopping.
you pick
Okay,
your-
so
did
have
you
you
pick your
discussed
your
the
icon?
stores?
Like
Like, what window
I,
shopping
the one
are you
that you guys
doing?
had said.
The H?
The H, I really love
Really,
it,
really
and
cool.
I have unlimited
When
revisions,
you're in
so
a
I'm simply gonna
relationship-
be like,
Go back.
Is there anything wrong
I'm
with
gonna get a bunch
window
of that.
shopping?
Nice.
So you're walking by a store and you're
No.
like, hey, that's a nice dress.
you know what it means.
I think it's
Brayden.
window shopping with relation, like,
You go to a
It's like-
party,
respect
okay,
your
you're in
with
a
a couple.
relationship, and then one of your coworkers, you think they're really attractive, you think they're really cute, but like
Fun,
you're just
athletic.
window shopping.
You're not gonna
actually
Wait.
gonna do anything.
What?
You're not gonna
Whoa,
buy
whoa.
it.
You're not gonna buy. You're not investing.
You're looking at it. You're seeing how it looks
You're
on.
But you
you.
said relationship, so I'm thinking dating.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You're in a commitment.
Diplomat.
Hire date.
Okay.
That's okay.
You fucked up.
Okay.
You done
Her
goofed.
and I are dating.
Her and
there's
I.
another person at my work, and I think they're really cute. But I'm just window shopping. I'm just enjoying their presence, their personality.
If you guys
It's just
happen to hook
emotional
up in the
cheating.
back
That's
of
a
your
whole
car,
other
that's-
So
problem.
the person you're kind of interested in is also with you.
No.
No.
You're
Who's-
dating.
No.
They're
The
dating.
idea of
Like,
window shopping.
We've been
Who
married
is
for
committed
30
relationship?
years.
Oh.
This is an
No, no,
example.
that's-
I thought you were talking about
Goddamn,
literal
you've been fucking the same
window
person for
shopping.
30
Like,
years?
damn, that's a nice dress.
I'm like,
The
Jesus Christ,
idea-
get me to the department.
No,
The
I
idea is
see.
that you're looking, but you're not buying.
You're not
anything,
shopping.
doing
You're
it.
not going
buying,
inside.
just window
You're not
shopping.
inside.
You're not inside.
You're not inside.
I'm not inside.
This
I
is so
see.
chaotic.
You're not getting a DP in the
So
my God.
now is the
There's no pee at all.
is the question, is this fine? Is this okay?
Is
Like,
it fine to window shop when you're in a relationship?
I think everyone does it to an extent.
Noticing someone is attractive, I think, is different than window
That's
shopping.
human.
Yeah.
Window shopping is like you stop, you look at the mannequin.
So making.
you
Let me give a scenario. Let me give a
appreciate
scenario.
the product.
You
Yeah.
encourage
Let me
it.
give a scenario.
You're
Okay.
like, yes,
I don't think
hun.
you're encouraging it.
Hold on, let me give you a scenario which I am sure happens frequently. You go to a social gathering, you meet someone new, you're not with your significant other. You guys become friends. What is the point? I guess this line is different for everyone. For me personally, adding each other on Instagram, being pleasant, being nice, and making friends is fine, even if it's the opposite sex. But at what point does it cross the line into window shopping? Is that window shopping?
If you have
Is it?
sexual attraction to them, you shouldn't be doing that. Or
Here,
actually, sorry,
you
bottom
know
line,
what?
if you feel the need to hide it, you shouldn't be doing it.
Yes.
Okay.
And can we talk about emotional cheating? 'Cause
Yeah.
I think that's really
That's also
interesting,
fucked
too.
up. So emotional cheating
That's a good
Is
gauge.
like-
I guess
That's a
it
good-
are
depends.
just
Let's get into it.
friends. but like you low-key have feelings
You
and you
like
wouldn't
them.
act on them, but you like them.
Yes.
But you continue to talk to them because it's not like you're doing anything.
Yes.
But it's like, nah, if you feel uncomfortable if your girlfriend were to be like, so
Which,
who is
like-
Emily or who's Jessica?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, like just
Just my friend.
friend.
Just my friend.
But
What
you
about
have
okay? What about
feelings.
past flames?
Bad.
Bad.
Wrong.
Yeah.
You don't think people can be friends when they've
As
like
soon
No.
as
been
you
a one night
fuck-
stand, a
A one night stand. is
Apparently-
friends with
Friend.
benefits?
Not.
You can't.
Don't
okay,
say
friends
we
with
have-
Hold on.
Parentally-
So
We
let me give
have
you
different
examples.
opinions on
Friends with
this.
benefits.
That's doable.
X. Like, don't you think it's a sign of maturity that someone can remain friends with someone that they've
Well, friends
been with
how? You going
romantically?
for coffee one-on-one? Are you
Or do you
are
smile
you
and
at
wave
a
when
party
you
all
walk
together?
past?
And it's
Okay,
like, oh,
good
hey,
point.
Like, all right.
Yeah.
So maybe-
exactly.
You know,
Maybe
you don't
friends
have
is
to
a
be
stretch. Maybe it's
hostile.
okay. So that's a
You're
good point.
civil.
But like
You're acquainted.
But you
Civil.
shouldn't
acquaintances,
be like,
But you're not
I think is
friends.
Great.
That's different.
You're not
It
communicating.
wouldn't be like you would call them up and invite them over for
you would
pizza.
call them up and be like,
Fuck
oh my
no.
god, like this
But it would
happened
be-
to me.
I think it's a sign of
No,
maturity.
We have really different opinions on this.
But I think it's a sign of maturity, and we were talking about this. I don't know if they said your name.
No, we're not saying names, especially.
Jessica.
So for my, I'm of the mindset
Wow, fuck me. I like said my name
If-
pretty much.
like
That's why I asked you about your name.
I don't care.
I've had very minor or very few
This guy
relationships,
fucks.
and I've had very few relationships end sourly to the point where like I couldn't.
How many relationships have you been in?
I don't know.
Committed. Where
Well,
you
define
call them
relationship.
girlfriend. You call them girlfriend.
6?
Bro, what?
Wow, that's a lot.
Is that a lot?
That's a lot.
Yes, what the
That was a
That's
high
a
ball.
lot.
That was a high ball.
How long have these relationships lasted? Because that's also like 3 months, and I'm like, yeah, y'all didn't really date.
Yeah.
Okay, then I was gonna say the shortest was like 3 months, and there'd be like 2 or 3 of them that were 3.
Okay, I say like after 6 months.
That's more of a fling, I would say.
That's like that's like we're
Okay.
together, but it's like a fling. You call her your girlfriend.
Like
but
you're not sleeping with
about
other
to-
people, but you're not sure
You're not about
exactly
to
what's.
introduce her to your parents
Mm-hmm.
at 3 months.
Here's
Yeah,
Parents are a
for
good.
sure.
Parents
How
are a
many
good
of them have
indicator,
met
I think.
parents?
1.
There you go. You've had one
2.
girlfriend. You've
Have
had
you
one
guys
big
met each
relationship.
other's parents
Okay,
before?
met your parents as your girlfriend.
Another
2.
story. Another
Then
story.
you've had 2 girlfriends.
Another story.
They both
You know what?
ignored
That
it,
is
too.
a okay. 2. I've
Chat.
introduced
They
2
both
girls to my
ignored it.
parents
F-
as
F.
girlfriends.
Hold on, that's also
F's in the
circumstantial.
chat.
Because like,
No.
going to school in a different city makes
No,
you
no,
know.
no.
Okay. I'm just trying to give you an out.
It,
2 is better than fucking 6.
okay.
Jesus Christ.
See,
Oh, relationship shame.
No, no.
Yeah.
Wait.
I did say that the other day.
Are you
There's nothing wrong.
are you not trying to score the
I
most
was
amount of
talking
points?
about a boyfriend kill count.
That's-
Lawyer.
Like, why the fuck doesn't this guy want to call himself your boyfriend? What is he worried about? His relationship kill count? And that's-
Lawyer.
He's over here like, you're fucking 6.
yeah.
That's because the idea of relationship.
You also just said her
On
name.
the other end of the spectrum,
Sorry.
here I am on the other end of the spectrum who loves relationships.
I know, and
You
I
know what I
hate
mean?
them.
Like,
Why do you hate them?
I think
You hate relationships?
You know what? We don't need to deep dive into
Crossed arms.
yeah.
Upset.
I have other priorities that are more important to me, which sounds fucked up.
Well, let's get into.
Okay, can I
not
ask a
necessarily
question?
that. Hold on.
Around the table?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I can't really ask around the table.
Well,
I
you
mean,
point-
you're in a relationship.
I am.
You're kind of something.
They're in a relationship.
They're seeing
We
each
have a
other.
contract.
That's a
They're
relationship.
seeing
contract.
we have a
other.
But
contractual
it depends on
relationship.
whether or not it's committed. It depends on what
Some
labels they put on
varying
it.
degrees
Sorry,
there.
I
Do you think
elaborated.
if-
I
do you think
elaborated
if
on
I
my.
asked her, she would say the same thing about you.
Potentially not, but that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. There are varying degrees. I explained my definition of girlfriend as
Because
I
I
see
count you
parents
as a
long-term,
point
long-term exclusive.
And
Parents,
it-
but that's not always the case.
Girlfriend.
Long-term exclusive is a girlfriend.
Doesn't
Did we
always
do
mean
girlfriend
girlfriend.
boyfriend
It's really
things?
not.
Doing
Did I
girlfriend
go over
boyfriend
for
things
dinner?
does not.
Did I meet all of their friends?
Until you've had the talk and until you've asked her to be your girlfriend, they're not your girlfriend.
Yes.
Never assume. We are taught as women, you never assume
You're
a guy is
just
your
a whole.
boyfriend
But what about it's like.
until he asks you to be his girlfriend.
So what are we?
But until
What are
let's
we?
say we're seeing
fuck
each other.
Okay.
We're not seeing other people.
Okay.
We've already determined that. There's no end date. We've had that conversation.
Okay.
Until you ask me to be your girlfriend, or until I
Cheers,
say,
last guy.
"Are you my boyfriend?" then we're not boyfriend and girlfriend.
But here's the thing that is common in memes.
You are
Like,
a slam piece.
What are we? That's a question
true.
that has come up a lot.
But girls don't want to ask that. I never
Right.
want to ask that.
Because you're just a hole.
Not
But-
because I'm just a
Oh,
hole, but
God
because I
damn
don't
it.
want to.
You don't
Three.
want to hold on.
Three of
guys.
them. Three.
3 of them.
Is it? I think relationship dynamics are so fascinating.
Okay, so we're talking about dynamics now. On to the next topic.
I think this ties in
Dynamics.
very well.
Yeah, go for it.
What did I do that upset?
I just think that fundamentally
Okay,
humans
okay,
are
worry.
very emotional creatures, and I think that relationships are so important to us.
Logged up here.
So when people talk about like getting feelings, they're unsure, they're insecure, I think that has to do a lot with how the other person is interacting with you. But I definitely do think that you should just say what you want.
Meaning.
Braden had a great example.
that's
We were talking as a housemate or as housemates, and it's just like just say what you want, say what's on your chest. And I think that you're just wasting time. If you want someone to be with you,
Say it with your chest.
like tell them that.
That's
And
exactly the noise.
If they don't want to be with you, they'll make that clear. You'll tell by their response. And then if they don't, that sucks. But
That's life.
That's
not
life.
always clear.
That's
It's
life.
Not always that.
Not everybody
Make
wants what
it
you want.
clear.
Straightforward,
If
and
you make
have
it,
to
it's only
respect that.
I
if-
respect that it's
it's
straightforward.
only
That's not how I
ambiguous if
operate.
you make it ambiguous. And if
No.
you don't want
No.
if you
that's
don't
not
want,
true.
if you want to pretend like the answer that you know is there, you just don't want to pretend it exists
Okay.
because you want some fairy tale thing. That's not gonna happen.
All
Have
right.
the guts to be
So-
like, this is what I want. If this person doesn't want it, am I willing to alter what I want? If not, no, and just go your separate ways.
I think
it
you're
works-
Wait,
entitled to your
let's calm
opinion.
down. Let's calm down. I believe Diplomat had. Fuck.
Yeah. That's alright.
Someone else had
I
a
have to pee.
point that they wanted to say.
That's fair and it's very straightforward, but just because you actively have the conversation or you initiate the conversation doesn't mean that it gives you clarity. Doesn't mean that you like
Tell me more, because I don't get that. If I say
my
In
current
person,
situation.
I like you and I want to be exclusive. You say, I'm not really sure. That's a no.
No,
That's not a. That's not like a.
exclusivity- No, exclusivity is
Oh,
a
I'll
different
think about
thing.
it
Let
for
her
a
talk.
couple
Let
days.
her talk. Let her talk.
Exclusivity is a
Go
different
off.
thing. That doesn't mean go off.
Go off,
sis.
girl.
Exclusivity doesn't mean you're dating.
Okay.
And I'm not trying to pull the patriarchy card, but like as a guy, you very much are in the position, and I'm sorry, but like you are in the position where you're the one that has to ask to be the girlfriend or to
Why?
be their girlfriend. You're usually the one.
Why?
No, hold on.
We talk about
I'm
dismantling the
saying
patriarchy and
typically-
feminism.
I'm
Why?
saying let me
You had your
speak.
time.
Yeah, honestly, I
Shut
will
the
let
fuck
you know
I'm
when
moderator.
I'm done.
Let's go.
But I'm on
Diplomat.
the side. Shut the.
All right.
I will let you know when I'm done. Typically, I'm saying guys are the ones that propose. Guys are the ones that ask a girl out. And I'm not saying
I'm
it's
gonna-
the way that it should be. I'm not saying it's normal. But exclusivity is very different. It doesn't mean that you're dating. It doesn't. And as a girl, you can't
not.
assume that just because a guy isn't seeing anybody else, like the guy I'm currently seeing, we've had the discussion that we're not seeing other people. But that doesn't mean we're dating each other. He's not my boyfriend. I'm not his girlfriend. We haven't had that talk to determine that we are officially dating. We are going to see each other's parents and the whole whatever. That's very different than saying, yes, we're seeing each other and we're not seeing other people. It's not, it doesn't mean, like, I was straightforward and I said, look, I'm not interested in seeing other people. Where are you at? And he said, yeah, I'm not interested in seeing other people. Okay, so we're only seeing each other? Yes, good. That's a talk. And then there has to be a talk of boyfriend-girlfriend conversation. It's not the same thing.
How does that go? I'm just curious because it sounds like
differently for different people.
yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
In my experience, it has literally been, hey, I really like you. Will you be my girlfriend?
Exactly. It's usually that easy.
And then they will say yes or no.
Or no.
Or no.
Have you ever gotten a no?
I have fortunately never gotten a no.
But also at that point, like, you should probably be seeing the person enough that you have a good sense of if you ask, you're
Yeah.
getting a yes or a no.
It's not like you're picking a stranger off the street.
Exactly. You know, like, hey, babe, girlfriend.
So like what's the period before that then? It was like so like
See,
I was-
That's what it is.
I was test driving cars. Is that what it is? Am I test driving?
Well,
Am I
you're-
about to
you're
just
riding other cars?
Okay, but
How
there's
is that
a dating
exclusive?
period.
How is that
But
exclusive?
like,
It's not.
It's test driving, but then you keep going back to test drive the same car, and then at a certain point,
we
it's,
can
And
at a
either
certain
what?
point,
I either
guess,
like this car and I
I
don't.
like this car likes me.
But am
I'm
I
gonna
ready
go
to buy
test drive
it?
it.
No, but am I ready to buy it?
Hell yeah, you
I
are.
I disagree
different.
though. But I don't disagree.
Okay,
but
all right.
lease the
On to
car.
the other one.
Assuming-
On to the other
you're
one.
Assuming that ownership is what you both want.
No, but I'm saying
In the
sometimes you
car
can
owner
lease the
relationship,
car, as in like, yeah, I know I want this for like the next while. But sometimes a lease can turn into a buy. Sometimes you purchase the car after you've leased it.
But in the
That's
but
true.
like okay, I'm just saying that we have to consider that relationships are not what everyone
Thanks.
wants.
no, that's fair. And I get that. I appreciate your controversial point. Not controversial, but I appreciate your difference of opinion in this conversation. But I just am
Absolutely.
saying that like it's not a
I just
we're
don't-
we're dating
it's
other
just not a
people.
priority.
Let's have the conversation. Now we're boyfriend girlfriend. There are various levels of nonsense in between it.
Okay, I'm just curious. Is there an optimal situation?
That depends on
Maybe not for everybody, but in your sense, what would be an optimal situation for you? So you meet this person on however you meet them, whether it's a social dating app, whether it's at the club, whether it's you know them for a while and you've just been digging them. What is the optimal situation from talking to being exclusive to dating?
There's no
Optimal,
optimal.
the
It is
easiest
case.
way.
It's on a case by case basis.
Right. So I'm asking like
Sure, but there are definitely patterns. I would say that there are similarities.
I've heard success stories of people that have been friends for 3 years and they hooked up.
True,
I've heard
true,
success
true.
stories of people that were love at first
They're
sight.
friends with benefits for a year and then they decide they like each other more and they want to be exclusive.
It's
Yeah.
a huge variance.
Personally, optimal. I hate the talk. I hate the what are we. I've never had to do the what are we other than this time. Optimal for me is we're seeing each other, we're kind of acting like we're dating, and the guy goes, "So, are we boyfriend and girlfriend? Like, will you be my girlfriend?" And I go, "Yup," and we're done.
Yup.
We're
Yeah.
easy. That's
Okay.
easy.
Is it weird if it's the other way around where you've been seeing each other but the female says, "So what are we?"
That happens more often than I think people think.
I think girls, we have a stigma around having to ask that question. We don't want to be the girl that says, "What are we?"
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Okay, so is there a period of time that it's like, are you wondering what are we? Like you don't want to ask it, but yeah, you're thinking it. You're thinking what's going on. Like we've been seeing each other for 3 months. We've been seeing each other for 6
well,
months.
We are two women. We can't speak for all women.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely
I
not.
was gonna
But
say we're assuming
this
very
is-
heterosexual.
We're also assuming like that her and I are representative. Like I don't think we're necessarily representative.
No,
The-
we're speaking on a small
I
sample.
I
Absolutely.
know I hold some very unorthodox opinions about these things.
but everybody's opinion, it's something you should at least listen to.
Yeah.
But even beyond that, like the 5 of us in this room are we cannot encompass the
Yeah,
whole
we're
huge.
definitely a very
Absolutely
small
not.
subset.
But maybe someone's opinion could also. So if you say your opinion and someone else listens to your opinion,
It resonates.
they could relate to you. They are maybe in the same situation as you, and there's someone out there that might get some help.
There's a chance
Yeah,
it
I mean,
resonates.
yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is.
I
I'm not
just
saying
have
there's
certain opinions about careers and life and
Yeah.
there's no answers to life.
That's a really good way to contrast it. Everybody has different perspectives about like what they want with their life career-wise. Some
and what
people
you need out of a partner.
what they need out of a job, out of a partner. Yeah, it's so
Because-
similar.
Yeah.
One thing I would say is that love is simply a chemical reaction that occurs in your brain that incentivizes people to make babies, and this is something that has
almost midnight, so
that's something that's really developed over hundreds of thousands of years. So all this like things are rarely as intense as they first seem. and everything passes.
I know a guy who's been in a 3-year relationship and he doesn't think he was ever in love. Let's unpack that.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
Well, okay,
He
so
made-
Actually, let's not.
venting.
Hold on. Let's not, because
Can
if
we, no,
God
sorry,
forbid he ever
sorry.
hears this.
Let's circle back to the conversation that we had the other night and we had the other night.
What did we do?
My opinion is that you don't love someone until you dislike them.
I disagree.
And he disagrees.
Diplomat.
and
You weren't
I
there.
don't
We
know
had
if I
this
fully
discussion
agree.
independent of each other.
I don't know
We
if I
did have
fully
independent
agree.
of each other. I don't know how it got brought up with us, but
Tell
I
me
still
it.
think
Tell me it.
I still think there's logical fallacies in your argument.
I think there's levels of
Lawyer.
I am of the opinion, like I said earlier, there's a huge variance in all relationships. Like, and every single one of them can be positive for all.
Can I summarize really quickly
Go for
my view? I think that when you really love someone is when you choose them even when you don't like them, and you choose them even when you see the worst in them, and you continue to decide that I am going to choose them despite it all.
But that's a deep love that's like
That's what
achieved
I mean.
later.
And that's what I'm saying. I
Okay,
don't think you
what's
truly
later?
love
That I think you did hit that perfectly, because I think
There's
like I said,
the-
love
That's
is
what
just
I'm
a
saying.
chemical
so,
reaction,
So are
and
you
it
talking
fades.
about superficial love or deep love? Because I'm talking about love.
No.
Love, you don't love someone until you hate them.
But you know when you love someone.
If I hate someone,
You
I
know
don't, I don't think I love them.
You can hold emotions that don't
Love and
seem
hate
like
are a
they
It
very
might be-
thin line.
They-
Roommate number
Yes.
1, it might be
Roommate
because
line.
it might be different for girls, because I definitely think girls are, and this may be stereotypical, but I think that girls have different feelings at times than guys do. I think we were talking about certain
Everybody
expectations
does,
in
no?
relationships.
Everybody
Sure, but if we're comparing girls and boys,
I think
Y chromosome.
I don't think so.
chromosome.
I don't think you have to separate it like that. I think everybody has different feelings, and I think there might be
well,
the
why are
chance
all these,
where
these stigmas, I don't know what song
stigmas
it
are
was.
created by people.
Sure, but all of these
Something more.
stereotypes then, let's say, which talk about
Same thing.
what was the song lyric that says you know she loves you when she says she hates you? Like only the girls that say they hate you actually love you.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's not
No,
true for
and-
everybody.
Well, but
hates is-
I actually think there is some logic based on it, because if a girl doesn't give
Love
a
and
fuck
hate
about
are
you
both
and doesn't
strong.
love you,
Yes.
they're not gonna waste their energy on you. But if a
Indifference
girl
is not the
has
opposite
this fiery love,
Like I'm talking
they
about
might
like
get emotional
marriage
and yell
shit.
and and that's not true for everyone, but I
think
definitely
that
think
there
that's
are
one
different
indication
levels.
of it.
I think that there is puppy love when you are first starting and you're like, holy shit, I think I'm falling in love with this
But
person.
you said
you
no
haven't
to it.
hated them yet.
yeah, yeah.
You haven't seen their shit yet, but you still feel like you're
kinda like
falling
this
in love with
person.
them. Yeah,
They're
but
kinda
that's
cool.
beyond the
Kinda.
That's if I looked at you and I was like, okay, we've been together for a while, I'm really into you. If I was like, I think I love this person, that doesn't mean that I've hated you yet.
No.
No, and I know.
I think that there's varying levels of love.
Yes, that is
and
fair.
being in love. There's
That is fair.
I fucking can't stand you right now. You're pissing me off. You're doing all of the wrong things. You're making all the wrong choices, but I love you despite that.
And I'm still going to choose
Exactly.
you.
I totally understand that level. But I think that to say that that's the only way
Because
you
I
know
think-
you love someone is far too
I
divisive.
just
Yes.
think that
Right.
if you only love someone when it's easy, then that's not
That's
love.
not love, but that's not to say that it's not love loving them when it's easy.
I think where
Yeah.
I step in is your use of the word hate.
Mm.
Okay.
We discussed this when we were having the conversation as well. I don't like the word hate
That's
in
like
that
5
situation.
times.
Things are going to be difficult. It's a relationship. Relationships are not easy.
No.
They are difficult.
Their work.
Or work.
They are
Yeah.
so much work.
Fuck.
But they also
So not
shouldn't
worth
be
it.
too much work.
Exactly. There is a fine line.
Okay.
If it's easy, great. Everything's easy. But you
Some
probably
are.
haven't hit that phase yet.
But
You're
some
probably
can be.
still in that honeymoon phase. But if at any point in my
Some
relationship,
can be.
I think to myself, I hate my significant other, I personally want to get the fuck out of there.
Okay, so how long?
Because that red flag is in the air and she's waving.
How long until this red flag is so you hate them for a day. They say something, they do something.
And I
The
suppose-
immediate
You
time.
don't hate someone for a day.
Yeah.
No,
It's not a
I-
day,
no,
it's not
no,
a day
but
thing.
so it
Actually,
happens.
I think it's resentment. Resentment is a good example of where hate can come from. But I don't think I've ever hated anyone. I generally think I've been frustrated or like no one's ever really done anything to make me hate them, and I
But
think
you can hold.
why should I give them that power? Why should anyone give another person that power? Maybe that's more about you, and you should look internally and say, why am I letting someone affect me so much
No,
that
but
I hate them?
I think it's more.
Like, are they really
like
if they're doing stuff to do that? Like, roommate one.
So let's just
Get
say
out. Like,
you
if you're-
can hold, and this is something that you can talk about with your therapist. But like,
I need one. Fuck.
That's what this is
You
for,
you can
honestly.
hold feelings that feelings can coexist that feel like they shouldn't and they can't, right? Like my 2 past relationships, I want to say I've had 2 boyfriends.
Yeah, same.
0.
This guy had 6. What do we call him?
L.
Like
L. Alright, so L.
Sis L.
L is
I have a
not
bad
speaking.
ratio.
that's
That's
real
it.
personal.
Zero.
That's alright, go for it.
No.
But when I broke up with my first boyfriend, I loved him, but I did not like him.
Okay.
You can love
Interesting.
someone, but
Right?
not be in
Because
love.
I loved him because of everything we had been through and all the shit.
You
but
have
I
love for
did
him,
not like him.
but you
I
weren't
did not
able
want
to.
to be with him. And my most recent one, lot more feelings. I don't know if I'm going to talk about them right now, but I loved him and I felt another feeling that did, like, do you know, like you can love someone and like hate them and be like afraid of them, right? And that those feelings sound like they can't go together, but they can. Like
Who
there's
knows?
so-
Like, feelings are just like all. Who,
Right?
who made
That's
feelings?
what I mean,
Fuck
right?
you
Like-
for making
like,
feelings. If you made
feelings
feelings,
can
fuck you.
coexist.
If your grandfather, ancestor made feelings, fuck you.
But there's also there's being in love with someone and there's having love for someone, and that's so different.
But in
Please
the
explain.
moment,
I
in
would
the
love to
moment.
know.
What do you mean in the moment?
What?
It's not a one. It's
What is
have-
lawyer?
You're all-
Cut.
Nudes.
I love
Your name. Yee.
That's not much better
No,
for
that
your
doesn't
future
sound better
career.
for me.
Diplomat. You're making it worse.
All right,
This is
and
more-
Penny,
Cut it
keep
all.
going.
End it.
And
You know what we should do?
Love.
We- what
Thank
we
you,
really should do
podcast.
is
Good night,
we
good
should
morning,
clap
good
and everything.
evening.
I wouldn't mind just ending. Oh,
Can we say it? Let's
No.
conclude.
Okay. Well, you
I
want
couldn't
to?
see it had the privacy protector.
I mean,
Um,
I'm not gonna. I won't do anything without your consent because that's illegal. So,
Because that's illegal.
and you're illegal, so you will soon.
Part
be-
1.
You're illegal. That's for
She is
sure. You're
illegal.
illegal.
All
Cheers, you're
legal.
in legal school.
It works.
Now we're giving
Um,
them multiple information
You
on
can
how to
have love
find.
for people and you care about them deeply and you really like want the best for them.
Look at the name of the song.
Care about them.
Is
This
this love?
is
Is
love.
this love? Is this love? Is
Hey,
this
Google, turn
love?
the volume
Is
to
this
50%.
love that I'm feeling.
She hates me. She doesn't listen to me. Oh, she did.
But being
Oh wow,
in love
Google
is
and I have
very
come so
different.
far since
Yes.
Also,
I-
how the fuck do you know if you're in love? I just want
You
to
know.
You
You know.
fucking don't.
Well, that's
You
what
do.
that's what
Yes,
they
you do.
say.
Yes, you
Never,
do.
no.
Yes, you do.
That's what they say.
I
No
shit.
shit.
That my first relationship, I was in love.
You
Looking
know.
back, I was like, nah, that was
So,
hard infatuation.
Great point that I wanted to ask people about. I don't understand how people can say one thing in the moment, and I guess self-reflection is an important thing, and hindsight is 20/20. But at the same token, it's like if you felt something in the moment, isn't it easy to simplify it later and villainize someone by misinterpreting it or changing what your assumption was? And I'm talking about feelings.
Hour and
So you
Okay.
could say, "Oh, I
6
didn't
minutes.
actually love this person,"
Thank you
but
for
maybe
those
in the moment you
concluding
thought you
thoughts.
did.
yeah.
Like, how do you differentiate
I'd like
what's
to
real
think
and
that
what's
anyone
not?
If it's not
Having
love, I
like-
don't think it lasts very long.
Habit.
Well, what's very long?
Comfort.
5 years or 20 years?
Okay.
Your whole life?
Controversy over here.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-bum.
Okay,
On
and
that
that's our
topic.
concluding thought.
You didn't
Thank
tell
you
us.
for
I
coming,
don't like
ladies.
that.
Well, would you like to say something?
Yeah.
You came here, you spent 1 hour with us.
There's so many things in life that you can do.
Nobody knows shit.
Nobody knows shit.
No.
So honestly, why not?
Love,
Yeah.
Love.
hate,
Why not?
We're
Let's
on the
pack the
ride.
fuck up, kids, and get the fuck out of
We're
here.
on the ride and we're on the
Giddy up,
grass.
cowboy.
Keep on riding. Keep on riding until you know, until you're like, wow, this is the best ride I've ever been on. And hey, that might be a local, optimum.
That's next week's topic.
You really don't know. You really don't know. It may be the maximum, it may be the global.
What?
but you don't know until you just do it. Yeah. So local and global maximums, you know those?
Do you remember how we ended the last
What is
podcast?
that? Not derivatives. That's
Good night.
Yeah. Good night.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
No, get the fuck off.
Nobody judges here. But hey, we're on the grass.
Over and out.
Roger Dodger.